Hey, what's up, guys? Martin here, and it is November 13th, 2023, and I'm trying to get a little update here on the situation in Iceland near the Reykjanes Peninsula. Looks like there's going to be another eruption happening within this year, so there would be the second eruption in 2023. The last eruption was in Litli-Hortur, so it was slightly northeast of the previous eruption in Fragalandsfjall, and Gellingadalur. So the projection was that the next eruption, if it's going to be in 2024, we would see it even higher, more north, east. If that was the line of projection of the eruptions based on the tectonic plates and the Earth direction within the Reykjanes Peninsula, but it looks like this time it's going to go more to the west south, in the line of where the GRINDAVIK city is, which is the city where everybody just hung out after the eruption or before the eruption. There's campsites there, restaurants, cafes, gas stations. It's just beautiful town, fishing town, and it was the hangout spot during the volcanic eruptions in 2021, 2022, and 2023. But now it's in danger. It's been evacuated, and there's been a lot of signs that the Earth could open up across the town or in the middle of the town, which would be very chaotic. So it has been evacuated, and now they're just waiting to see the results. This time around, I don't have any footage of what's happening in the area. I won't be in Iceland during this specific event, since I'm in the Patagonia for a bit. But here we could see, based on all the data that we're getting each day, the earthquake activity. And before, there has been a lot more activity happening. So if you see the green stars, which mean magnitude 3 or higher, the map was completely covered. And during the Litli-Hortur eruption, which was earlier this year, it wasn't as crazy as this reading. Right now it's a little bit lower, so it did cool down, which means that the pressure maybe is being released, or these are the same exact patterns and signs that it's about to erupt. Something's gonna open up somewhere. When things start cooling down like this, that means the magma is very, very close to the surface, and it's time to kind of look around. The only thing is, there's only a certain amount of personnel that can be in this area at the moment, because the roads are completely closed off to GRINDAVIK. Route 41, which is in the north up here, that connects the airport, the international airport in Keflavik, to Reykjavik, is still obviously green because it's the transit or traffic that gets people across the Reykjanes Peninsula. And as you could see, the roads that are closed off in red are anything that's entering the zone, the red zone near GRINDAVIK. So 43, which is the main road, is prohibited or closed. So you'll see personnel, police, just in the beginning by 41 telling you to turn around and go back. You won't be able to go in. So 41 is the main road to GRINDAVIK. If you get off from 41 to 44 and go down, which is still green, and try to get into 425, it'll be closed again. That leads down south and then east into GRINDAVIK. So 425, all completely closed. And then if you're trying to get from a little bit more east, coming from Reykjavik, 41 into 42, it's kind of still open. I think, yeah, 42 is all open all the way south into 427 to a certain point, because then if you make the right into 427 to go west to Grindavik, it'll be closed. And then if you do 42 into 428, that'll be closed, because you can get into 428 and then go south into another section of 427 to get into Grindavik. So there is no access to what's happening near Grindavik or the new eruption. I know everybody wants to see the beginning of this eruption, whereas last year it was kind of open. It wasn't this closed. The problem here is that it's near a city, and Grindavik has been evacuated. So this is a little bit more chaotic and destructive. So there's a lot more things happening here where they're saying it's going to open up. There's a power plant. There's the Blue Lagoon. There's a lot more. And then there's the city itself. So there's a lot more things happening. Whereas earlier in the year, near Kaler, which is over here, there was a road that led you to Kaler, and it was open during the earthquake, the massive earthquakes in the early stages of the eruption, but then eventually got closed off. Not like it's happening now. So that it was a little bit more accessible, but again, this is more in the middle of nowhere. So it's not as destructive. So we're going to just have to see what happens. Right now the red zone is all along this area here of Grindavik and the Blue Lagoon. So we're just going to have to see what happens in the coming days. As far as another update, the residents of Grindavik get about 5 to 7 minutes to go in, since things have cooled down a little bit. So now you can, if you're a resident of Grindavik, you have 5 to 7 minutes to go in and get your whatever. There have been pets left behind, or any belongings that you might have left behind during the sudden evacuation. So now you can go back, and then you're just gonna have to leave because they won't let you stay there. So as you can see here, pictures near the city where they have cracks on the road, so you can see how dangerous it is. This is why they're closing the roads as well. The roads are very dangerous to drive on. There's sinkholes, so you might be driving and then the road just caves in. So you don't want to be stuck in this situation. So I'll leave some of the links to these sites below, some of the live cam feeds that are watching Grindavik, and we just have to wait, like always. Take care.